Hello everybody, you probably know me, I am Jonathan. I have this channel, this is Beck's Hobby Clips, but also you're familiar with my primary channel, which is Beck's Hobby Productions. And some time back I did a video on the Wilhelm Bauer, the former Type 21, but now I'm back because we have something to show you today. So can you introduce yourself please?
Yeah, hello, my name is Heiko Moros. I am the second chairman of the museum Wilhelm Bauer, former Type U-2540. I'm here to present you our tactical or torpedo data computer that we installed some months ago.
Okay, so why is this one important, right? I know you mentioned that it's a that it is a TDC, but yeah. Why is this very important?
This is an original torpedo data computer S3 from the limited from Berlin, and this is normally the heart of the Submarine, the computer, the former computer. They had in the 40s no computers, but this is a mechanical computer where you enter the valves to shooting the torpedoes to the target, and he calculates all the courses, the bearings, and all the stuff to enter these valves in the torpedo.
Okay, yeah. So what would happen if you didn't have this one? So how would you otherwise actually do the calculation?
Normally you could do it on paper. In former times they do it on paper, so they figured out the bearing, the course, the speed of the target ships. And here this computer does it for you, and also has the course and speed of their own ship in it.
Okay.
And will lay it on it so that you can have an effective course to shoot your torpedo and the effective time with the speed of the torpedo to the target. On the right angle, on the right time, you can shoot your torpedo that it will hit the surface ship.
Okay, so this is aside from doing it manually with paper and sliders, this is fully automatic more or less.
This is more or less fully automatic. The second watch officer stand here, enter the valves that the commanding officers told him. He looked through the periscope, the commanding officers, was looking at the range, at the bearing, at the side of the target ship, and he entered the valves here and looked at these blue lights. We have two blue lights here when he has the target solution. When both lights lighting up, then he has the target solution and then are ready to fire. So then it's in the right position to fire.
Okay. Were Germany the only navies in the world that had this kind of automation or computer in World War II?
No, the Americans had also torpedo data computers, but there was a slight difference between them all. The German just developed their kind of torpedo data computer, and the Americans. After the war, they can compare the computers because they know from each other, oh, they had one. And that was a funny thing. And this is the latest, the best data computer the Germans produced. This is one from original Type 21.
Yes.
So this is the right place, right.
And we can even see down here it says U-3506.
Yes, so it's from a boat from Schichau, from East Prussia, built in, and this target computer was salvaged in the 90s from the boats in Elbe bunker.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So I know from my last visit when I was here, I think it was 3 years ago, this wasn't here.
No.
So how did you actually find it?
Yeah, we we got a call from a collector, and he had this target data computer just bought, and he wanted to restore it. So he offered this to us because he wanted to have it in place, in the right place, on a Type 21. And there's only one Type 21 in the world still as a museum, and this is our boat.
Yeah.
And we have some talks. We have some talks about the money and all the stuff, and then we buy it. And we researched where it has been on old photos, on old drawings, and this is the right place. So we are ready to install it. And last April, we installed it.
Okay, so how did that play out, right? Because so you got it, you found somebody who had it, you came into an agreement on a price. Obviously, this is not something you just give away. This is a collector's item. So now you have the agreement.
Yes.
we're going to pay. How did the installation process work out?
Installation was very difficult because first of all we have to tear down all the stuff that was on the wall, on the conning tower wall here, from the Bundesmarine, from the German Navy. We have to remove it. Then we have to put this torpedo data computer inside the torpedo room. It's a weight of 280 kilograms. So we put it in the torpedo room, from a torpedo room to the hatches, under the hatch of the conning tower.
Yeah.
And then we try to lever it up with some chains, put it here on the wall, and we have one specialist to weld, and he welded the things that it holds in on the wall just right in the same hour. Then we put it here up, and we put it in place with some welder, with some mechanics. We was 4 people.
Okay.
And put it on the wall. Yeah, and he's now there where the old one from 2540 was. Now we have another one from 3506.
Okay. So then you have it on the wall.
Yeah.
Then you turned it on. Okay. So how does that work? Because what kind of power does it need? Was it readily available, and then how did that play out?
So we changed the bulbs, the regular bulbs, with LEDs. LEDs because of the heating. We have to install a heating here in the conning tower that in the winter months he could get not much humidity because we want to save it from humidity. Then we turned on the LEDs. Yeah, it's normal 230 volts with LEDs, and yeah, you can turn all the levers, all the settings. You can do all the settings. The only thing that didn't work is the input, or not work, that is not connected right now. The course of the own boat and the speed of the own boat, and down the electric line to the torpedoes. But the rest is working.
Okay, so all the mechanics inside is original, but you changed the lighting. You wanted to present it with lights, but I think when you plugged it in originally, it just lit up, didn't it?
It lit up, and we said, wow, this was a feeling. After 80 years, we had another torpedo data computer on board, and this was a feeling, this was incredible.
I can imagine. It's like you're crossing your fingers and you flip the switch and you have no idea if this is going to work.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. So it's another original piece that you're putting back into the Wilhelm Bauer, a former Type 21. But I can see from my last visit here that you also make small, you changed and improved various areas where you put in like newspapers, you put in clothes that was used, so it becomes more and more alive.
Yes.
Do you have other things that you would like to do, maybe separating from what you kind of have committed, we're going to do this, and then the dreams?
The dreams, we are right now have researched or found a periscope from size C8. This is a periscope for air sighting and navigation. We tried to get it and put it in the conning tower here as original.
Okay, did you get it already?
We are working on it. It's hard work. And on the other way, we will have a scan from this plate, from this front plate, in some months, and put the 3D printing front plate in the torpedo room, so that the visitors can see the connection between the torpedo data computer and the torpedoes.
Oh,
so we are here in the area in our conning tower. There's off limits, no visitors here allowed, or for interviews or guests that are leading tours with here. So the normal guests who will enter the submarine, they can see the torpedo data panel, front plate, in the torpedo room next to the torpedo.
Yeah. And I know that right now you do have a camera, if I remember correctly, up here. So there's a screen in the control room where guests can actually see this on the wall, so it's not completely hidden.
You can also go to, not go through the hatches, but look at the central hatch and hold your camera up and you will see it, no problem. Yeah. But here it's off limit, so it's too expensive that some visitors play with it. Yeah,
and there is a whole challenge with going up and down these ladders that you don't want guests to do.
Yes.
I'm familiar with that. As a tour guide, you don't want guests to do that. There are safety challenges with that.
Safeties, insurance and safety.
Okay, so other dreams, if you think about the submarine as a whole, of things, because I know all of these are smaller steps to move towards replacing what the Wilhelm Bauer was, and there were changes made from the original Type 21. So I know you're taking steps here and there, and this is a step. There are other things you would say, okay, this would be really nice if we could do this.
The next step is we will do the aft toilet. We will restore them in very good conditions.
Okay.
So it's really easy. This is an easy job. And one of our biggest jobs we are looking for in the next years, I have to say many years, we will reconstruct the area where commanding officer, where the comms room is, and the quarters for the officers and for the petty officers.
Mm-hmm.
This is not in right condition. This is condition of German Navy,
Mm-hmm.
and we like to try it back in Kriegsmarine style.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a hard way. There's a lot of planning. There's a lot of things we have to solve problems here.
Yeah, it's most of that area that basically needs to be redone.
Yes.
So when I visited, it was obvious that the torpedo room, not the same. That is a challenge on its own. And then the compartment following that, the forward crew quarters, very different.
Yeah.
Control room, the same, more or less. It's very close to original. The aft crew quarters, very close to original. Of course, the engine room, because it's different. Engine is different, but then the room with the controls for the electric motors, all of that is original, etc. So to take that room is a big step. I can appreciate that.
And another dream is when we build in a copy of an engine, of an original 6-cylinder engine. Now we have engines from the German Navy inside. But that is hard planning about all the air ventilation, about the space of the engine, because I've only one photo of the engine room, and there are no more photos of the engine room, of the original Type XXI engine room, and this is planning, and we will see. I don't know if it happens, but it's a dream.
Yeah, and it's a balance between you want to make it original and actually achieving that close enough. Because you'll be removing something that is kind of original, like Type 21, but original Wilhelm Bauer.
Yeah.
You'll be removing that, but you want to replace it with something that is authentic and close to being original.
We as a technical museum, we have two problems. We have a name, U2540 and Wilhelm Bauer. So we have to look at the veterans from the Kriegsmarine, or the staff from the Kriegsmarine, and also the German Navy stuff.
Yeah.
And this is we try to solve the problems to keep it in the wage.
Yeah.
So to keep it clear.
Yeah. And it's a balance.
Yeah. To keep it in balance.
Yeah. And I remember how it was to research this submarine. It is this. How do you present this? And I guess it's the same thing, challenge you're speaking to. How do you present yourself as a museum as Wilhelm Bauer or Type 21? And the answer is, well, it is Wilhelm Bauer, but it's also a Type 21.
We will do both, and we will both in a way that's okay. So,
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time today.
No problem.
And, thank you everybody for watching. This is one interview that I've planned for some time, but I have others coming. So please feel free to subscribe, and more things to come. Thank you.